So to kickstart today's video, I'm going to be opening 2 brand new decks that I bought, and I'm super excited to open them, and I'll show you exactly what they are in a wee moment. But I thought it would be a nice touch to the video to open these on the video before we perform some tricks, and we'll actually perform some tricks with these cards, so I'm super excited. But I think the box makes some very nice sounds. So I thought I would just tap on it for a wee moment. As I was asked to incorporate some more ASMR into my magic videos. But let's open this up. So, in here I have 2 brand new decks. Let's open this up here. And as you can see, inside we have 2 decks. The first is this bicycle Stargazer Sunspot deck of playing cards, which I think looks absolutely stunning. And the other deck is a Turquoise Riderback deck of bicycle playing cards. And that is everything in the box. So, the reasons I bought these 2 decks are, first, I think the Stargazer Sunspot deck looks very nice. And as many of you will know, I have the original Stargazer deck as well. So I thought I would get the next in the series, I guess. So, there we have it. We'll open that up in a wee sec. And I also have, which I bought from this company that sells a little bag with it by the looks of things, a Turquoise deck of bicycle rider backs. And this was because I am trying to get one of every colour. As you can see, I have red, blue, pink, yellow and black. So I decided to get turquoise next. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of decks of cards. So if you would like to see a updated deck collection video or playing card collection, leave a like on the video. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you would like to see, and maybe next week I will do an updated deck collection, as I already have a video which you can check up here. But I have received a bunch of new playing cards since then, so anyway, let's open these up and perform some tricks with them. So we'll start with the the turquoise deck. And as you can see inside, we have the deck, which is a rider bag, and a nice little bag. Does it have anything inside? Oh, it does. Is it just a bit of cardboard? some sort of promotion thing, so we'll pop this aside. So here we go, I'm super excited to open this up. Let's open the seal. Always need to make sure you do it as nice as possible. As nice as possible. There we go. Let's open this up. Oh, there we go. Brand new, fresh deck of cards. Oh, it feels brand new too. It's very nice. Oops. Let's try to get a better spread on that. There we go. That's lovely. What do we get with it? Just a single joker, which is very interesting. A blank card, that's always nice. And by the looks of things as well, we also have a couple of gimmick cards. We have a double backer, which is very useful. And we have this one side pink by the looks of things, not red, but actually pink, and one side turquoise. So that's pretty cool. Let's give this a little bit of a mix up. Oh, it feels very nice. I love using a brand new deck, especially a rider back deck. Let's give it a nice spread. Very nice. I love the color. I absolutely love this color. It's very nice. Very clear. And it is a very nice deck. So, let's perform a wee trick with this deck. Let's pop the box aside. So as you can see, we've mixed it all up very nicely. I'm going to mix it up furthermore, and we can have our spectator cut the deck. Now I'm going to make a few predictions, so I need to keep this secret for the now. Let me just make my predictions. So I have my first prediction there. My next prediction, which is this card, I'll pop right there. And my final prediction is going to be this card. Right there, and we'll get into them in just a wee second. Now what we need to do next is have our spectator cut the deck into roughly 3 equal piles. So what we'll do is say stop at roughly a third, which I'd say is about there. And then to create 2 more thirds, hopefully this doesn't go sliding about. So as you can see, it's brand new, so we'll just cut this in half, like there, and like there. Now you're probably wondering what my predictions are, so shall we take a look? So I predicted the 4 of hearts, the 10 of diamonds, and the jack of spades. Quite random, I know. But what we're going to do is with each pile, I'm going to start dealing down cards. And whenever our spectator felt like it, they could say stop right there. Pop the rest of the pack on top, and we'd lose that card where they said stop. But they can say stop wherever they like, and we can start whichever pile. So let's go with, for example, the middle pile first. Oh, by the way, we can give this a good mix up as well. So either way, they say stop wherever they want. Let's say they say stop there, pop the 10 in, and again, as I said, we can mix this pile up. Let's do this pile next. Let's say they say stop right there, and we'll finish with the 4 of hearts. Let's say where they say stop right there. This is completely random, I promise, and we'll pop all the cards in to where we pop them in. Now, to recap, I made 3 predictions. We made 3 roughly equal piles and lost these cards in completely random. And let's see where we said stop. So we put the Jack of Spades right there. In fact, what actually were my other predictions? We had the 4 of Hearts, didn't we? And we had the, oh yeah, the 10 of Diamonds. Get rid of this portion of the deck. Now, let's take a look at where we popped those cards in. Remember, it was a free choice, anywhere we wanted. But we happened to partner the Jack of Spades up with its partner, its soulmate, the Jack of Clubs, the 10 of Diamonds with its soulmate, the 10 of Hearts, and the 4 of Hearts with its soulmate, the 4 of Diamonds. And I thought that was a pretty cool trick to start off the video. Again, I absolutely love this deck. So, let's move on to the next deck I got, which was this Stargazer Sunspot, which I'm very, very excited to open. This one's got a tab this time. The other one didn't work very well. I love doing this. You ready? So here we are. Super excited to open this up. Let's break the seal on this too. Very nicely done. And there we go. Oh yeah. This deck looks very nice. So we got a little ad card at the top. Oh, look at those jokers. Look at that Ace of Spades design as well. Oh my days, these cards are absolutely beautiful. It is quite difficult to tell the difference between the black cards and the red cards. In fact, is there a difference? It's very difficult. I think the reds have a slight reddish glow to them. I'm not too sure. Either way, the cards are stunning. Stargazer, Sunspot cards. And that back design as well. Oh my days, look at that. Let's give it a nice fan. Very nice. Can we give it a good spread as well? I love that back design. This would be a really fun deck to use for a game of solitaire. So maybe I'll do that soon. But let's get into a trick with the deck. I know you're all wanting to see a nice trick. So for this trick, I will be needing the help of the 4 queens. So let's go through. We've got the Queen of Spades, the Queen of Clubs. We have the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Diamonds, coincidentally. Right next to each other. I think I'll give it a bit of a better mix-up then. Maybe that was just a coincidence, but I guess maybe not, as these queens are very, very special. We have the 2 red queens and the 2 black queens, and it's important that we take these queens and set them up here because they're going to try and do something pretty crazy today, and that is why I chose the queens for this. So, I do need to make a prediction, so I'm going to quickly just make a prediction. I'm going to go with this card and we'll get back to that in a wee moment. I know it all seems a bit random so far, but as well as me selecting a card, I need you to select a card, and it can be any card. Let's just say we go with this card right here. Now I don't want to see it, so I'm going to show you guys it, and I'm going to look away, so please remember this card. Okay, now we're going to take your card and set it about here in the middle, right there. And I'll lose it with a riffle shuffle. And we'll go for a nice overhand shuffle as well, like so. Now, back to my 4 queens that I was telling you about. So the reason these queens are very, very special is they like to have a bit of a race sometimes. And what I mean by this is, well, essentially as it sounds, the black queens compete against the red queens to try and find chosen cards. And the way this works is we take, say, let's go with the red queens. So we'll take the top card in this case, which is going to be the Queen of Hearts. And we'll set it on top of my prediction, like so. So we're left with the 3 other queens. And we'll take the next top card, which should be the other red queen if I remember correctly. Yep, the Queen of Diamonds. And we'll set this under my prediction. So I have the 2 black queens, and the 2 black queens are going to go head to head with the red queens to try and find your card. So let's see who wins. Let's take the black queens and give them a little. And let's see if they won. Okay, so I now have the 2 red queens, which can only mean that the black queens must have won. In fact, let's take a wee look. Over here, as you can see, I have the 2 black queens, and in between them is my prediction. And was that your card that we put in the deck that the black queens have now found? That is absolute mind blowing. I don't know how they did that. Hope you guys enjoyed that trick. Let's move back onto our regularly scheduled Magic Monday. And next up, I'm going to perform and teach you guys a really, really cool and mind-blowing effect. So for today's tutorial trick, I'm actually going to be performing and teaching you a very easy beginner card trick. But yet, when I saw this trick, it actually blew my mind, which as a magician is pretty cool for a beginner card trick. So, if you want to learn this trick, be sure to stick around to after the performance to see exactly how this is done. And I promise you guys, it is super, super easy. And it will blow your mind when you see the performance. But let me just get into the performance. So for this trick, we need a card selected. Let's go for the 8 of Diamonds. And with this 8 of Diamonds, we're going to bury it somewhere in the middle. About there, you can see. And what we'll do is we'll give the deck a few cuts as well to confirm that it is definitely lost. So your card, somewhere in the middle. And we need to locate your card. So your card, we have no idea where it is, but we need a very special card to help us find your card. And this special card is not just any old card, it is the Jack of Spades. And the way this works is this Jack of Spades we insert into the middle to find your card. Let's go about here, right? And all we have to do with our Jack is watch the magic. Spread out the deck, and our Jack of Spades has turned into your 8 of Diamonds. crazy is that? It's a super quick trick, absolutely mind-bending. Let's get into the tutorial. So the cool thing about this trick is it actually has no setup. This is completely impromptu. You can borrow a deck, have your spectator shuffle it, so you don't need to worry about having a setup before you go up to your spectator. You can even have them shuffle the deck, you can mix it up, buy a deck that's brand new and still be able to perform it. But this trick does require a couple moves that I will explain in depth, but they're not too difficult, which is why I would consider this a very cool beginner card trick. So you have a spectator select a card, as we did, and they take a look at the card. In our case it is the Ace of Hearts. And the aim of putting this card in the middle is you are going to try and control it to the bottom of the deck. Now, there are many ways you can do this. I'm going to show you the way I did in the trick, and then I'll show you maybe a slightly easier way as well. So you take their card and you insert it somewhere in the middle. You can even show them that it's going in the middle. And as you push this card in, you're going to lift up on it. So that way when you push the card in, it creates this natural break that when you push in, you can maintain with your thumb right underneath their card, like so. So again, let me show you that. You take their card, pop it in the middle, lift up as you push in, and hold a break. Now from their point of view, up or from the front, they won't notice this, but from your view, you can see it very easily. And what I do in the trick is I do what's called a double undercut, in which you cut half of this portion below their card to the top, and then cut right to your break to the top, and that will control their card to the bottom. Now there is another way you can do this. You can actually control their card to the top, which you might find a bit easier. Now this way, when you push the card in, push down, you might find this a bit easier to do. And when you push down, their card will be this card here. You'll have a break right above their card. And this way you can double undercut their card to the top. Like so. And then give it an overhand shuffle, peeling down their card. And shuffling the rest of the packet. Now this way you might find nicer as well, because it looks like it's really mixed, whereas actually their card's in the bottom. Now, you do want to use a bit of misdirection here, which is nicer to do from above, as you can use your hand as a shield, because what you need to do is actually flip over this bottom card. Now, in the method I learned, it's good to shield with your hand here, and all you're going to do is pull down with these three fingers on the card, flip it over, and set it back down. And if you make this hand like this, you can cover it very, very well, like so. Now it does make a bit of a noise, so if you talk to your spectator as you do this, they might not notice it. But the other way I learned that you can do this is if you take your deck and tilt it towards your spectator, you can actually pull it forward as you do this move, and from their view this is all covered. And it looks very nice. So lift the deck up, and if you use your hand as a shield, obviously I didn't do it there, but if you do this to your spectator, they won't even notice a thing. It's so easy to do if you practice it. But when I performed it in the video, I just kept my hand still and slid the card over like this. And once you've got that like this, you go through and select a card which is going to be your card that helps find it. And notice when you take that out, cut this portion of deck on top. So what you are doing is losing their card in the middle, and it's important you do it about the middle. So next, take a look at what your card is. This is the card that's going to find their card, and you want to flip over the deck, turn over this card, and pop it in about the middle. And the reason you do this is because when this turns into their card, it will be roughly where their card cards away. If, for example, their card was in the deck, but let's say it was kind of near the top, like here. When you pop this in and it turns into their card, it's going to jump quite a lot of cards. So you want to make sure that when you lose this card, you do it about the middle. Because here's how this bit works. When you pop this card in, you can show them the bottom, like so. When you spread out the deck, because it is outjogged, it will hide itself under this packet of cards. You can see there that card is actually, where is it? Might even be under this half. There it is, it's hidden right there. Only one card away. But when you do it, it will look like this is that card. And when you take it out, that'll of course be their card. And again, to reiterate, the way this works is because when you set this card in, as long as it is outjogged like this, when you spread it out, it will hide itself under the deck, near about where this card is, so be very careful as you take this out and flip it over to reveal that this is their card. So there we go, that is that trick. Hopefully you guys learned it very well, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Enjoy performing it on your friends and family, hopefully you don't mess that little bit up there, but it is super cool. Let's move on to the final trick of tonight's video. So for the final trick in tonight's video, we need to select a random number between, let's go, 10 and 20. Now this is a completely free choice, but let's just go with, say, 17. And we'll count off 17 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So, with these 17 cards, we're going to make 2 more piles. So we'll deal left, then right. Okay, so we picked a random number, dealt those cards out, and then dealt 2 more piles. So these cards here are going to be 2 random cards from the deck. Let's take a look at what they are. So we have the 5 of spades and the Jack of hearts. Right, with these cards, what we'll do is we will bury them somewhere in the deck. So I'm going to count down cards, and wherever we feel like it, we'll say stop. So I don't have a spectator, but this is completely random, I promise. Let's just stop right there, pop in the Jack, and put the rest of the deck on top. And let's do the same with the 5 of spades. We'll deal down cards, and let's say our spectator says stop right there. Now to recap, we selected 2 cards randomly with a random number and a random pile placement. And what were those 2 cards again? We had the Jack of hearts, and let's take the card that we put it in at, the face-to-face card with the Jack of hearts, and we'll do the same for the 5 of spades. We'll take the card that's face-to-face with that. Now, this was completely random, and we could have picked a random number. We could have put the cards in at a random placement. But let's take a look at where we popped these cards. So we popped the Jack of hearts in face-to-face with its soulmate, the Jack of diamonds, and the 5 of spades in with its soulmate, the 5 of clubs. And that is it for today's Magic Monday, guys. I really hope you did enjoy all these tricks and the deck openings as well. Let me know what you all think of my brand new playing cards. an updated deck collection video next Monday, because I think that would be a really fun video. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Good night guys. Thanks to the members, thanks to these members of